O'Reilly, Drogheda woman who writes for the Irish Examiner, joins me on the line right now. So, Alison, what exactly is the, if you like,
Hi guys,
this case, and why is it being taken in the High Court?
good morning all.
This is a big attention for a lot of survivors. I mean, up to at least 68,000 people went through these mother and baby homes that were dotted all over the country, housing women who had.
It's a beautiful day.
Wedlock or were going to happen, and they were sort of hidden away, as you know, Ireland's a different climate.
As you can see.
Then, and it was just a huge shame and stigma to be pregnant outside of wedlock. So
The weather is dry.
The approval of the state would pretty much lock up women and then take
A little
away
bit sunny, but it's not cold. It's so beautiful.
Mother and baby home, which concluded a few years ago, and one of the
The breeze.
recommendations was to have a redress scheme, and the redress scheme
Lovely.
kind of helps prevent people taking these big class actions in court to try and sue individually. So instead you get a compensation package, and the terms are very clear. Unfortunately, people under 6 months have been excluded from this, and also people who, say, for example, went into hospital while in the care
It's not too windy.
home. If they went past 180
It's nice.
days, a lot of these children would have been very
It's a
sick.
cold breeze.
They ended up excluded from a payment if they went over 180 days in relation to their time in hospital. So while it's great to have this compensation scheme and help survivors not have to go through the court process and wait for years, they ended up rolling out this package, but then the fine print is where
It's like we're gonna have a little traffic here.
so basically, the exclusions are if you were in a home for less than 180 days, 6 months, you will not get a payment. And if you were sick for over 180 days,
But we're moving slowly.
you will not get a payment. If you were placed in foster care for a certain amount of time during your time in a home, because sometimes children went out into
Slowly windy race.
there's more deductions.
Slow and steady win the race.
On the redress scheme, we have about 6,500 people who applied out of what should be 68,000, but we're excluding more or less 34,000. And there's only a certain amount of homes that are included in the redress scheme as well. So it just becomes wall after wall for redress and the survivors trying to claim some compensation for what they went through in these homes. And as a result of that, 556 survivors have come together with a firm in Dublin called Coleman Legal, and they're going to take
Oh, thank God it's Friday.
High Court. So there'll be a sitting of this High Court case in Dundalk on the 21st and 22nd of July, and they're going to try and include
Let me see.
people who are in the 180-day rule, 6 months or less, and also 2 homes that have been excluded.
Slow
from the
and
redress scheme.
steady
And
win
that's
the race.
Templeville, and also known as St Patrick's Hill in Dublin, and St Joseph in Stramon, close to you.
Is the argument by the state that if you were in a mother and baby home for 180 days, the state seems to be implying that
Dublin bus going to Dublin Airport.
those who are in for a longer period. So, or is it a case of the state is being mean here and it's simply trying to
Slow
save
and
them?
steady win the race.
Peter Kinsler, for example, he's a survivor from St Patrick's mother and baby home. He was a very, very sick baby. These were places where infection was high, spread infection all over the place.
If I say I know what is causing this traffic here now,
The very sick baby for at least 5 years before
I'm lying to myself. I don't know. I don't see any car that broke down.
Now, every time
Some people like it, so that you say that there's traffic. Some people like it. Put up them to move their car.
if a child is sick,
There will be.
Are they no longer your child? It's just as out there because you were for all.
So say, there's
Commission of Inquiry, we had 14 mother and baby homes in 4 counties. Just for 56 days we've gone through these homes. So only a select few have been brought into judgment to be included in this. So, you know, I know that in this action that's happening in the law, that, you know, there is a breakdown there of people that are kept ill for different states at the moment. But the majority of those clients are arguing about the 180-day rule. So, you know, somewhere along the way, somebody decided, despite the worldwide scientific evidence of the attachment theory, that a child wouldn't be damaged being taken from their primary carer under 6 months. This is something that we teach in our adoption course here in Ireland,
Okay.
under TUSLA and the HSC and Health Board. The attachment theory tells you that when a baby is removed from their primary carer, as in their mother, as in an early, it doesn't matter when, they will always suffer some form of trauma or emotional issue because they have been separated from their
Sure.
primary carer.
Let me answer.
That attachment theory is real.
Sure. Let me answer this question, Alison, and it is this. You're writing that the 800 million euro compensation package offered to survivors is the largest in the history.
Okay.
You say there's been a poor uptake to date. Why would that be?
I stop here now.
I think it's become very complicated.
This
for
is
people.
where I'm stopping.
There are many reasons why people don't apply for these schemes. Some people feel, I don't want this, I want to move on to my life, I don't want to know. But when I've spoken to many survivors,
I don't want to go in here
the
now.
process is complicated.
My time is
There's
10
difficult to fill
o'clock.
out. There is aging
But
survivors
if you go
trying
in
to
now,
fill out
it's
an
only
online application
15
form,
minutes to
just
10.
to prove who you are.
She will want to use you.
Birth certificates. Philomena Lee said
Use
she has
your-
looked at utility bills with
Make
her
sure
maiden
that-
name on it, despite being married more than 50 years.
All the time you went in there. She don't even care that you came in
she had
early.
to find a utility bill to show that she
So
was
that you will leave
Philomena
early.
Lee, because that's who she was.
But
when
she
was
will want to
in,
take your
Shanghai.
time.
It sounds as if the state
that
is
time
putting
that you came
every
in with.
roadblock possible
That
in
15
the way
minutes time,
to
she'll take it
discourage people from
and
getting
equally
the
take her own
compensation
time.
that's been promised. Is that the case?
Her own time
That
is
is the case, and a lot
it's
of
only half
survivors would say
half an hour.
it's not a simple process, but the state will tell
But
you
she
we're
want
here
to.
help. There's a helpline, you can call us. You know, if we
Use
give
all
you,
the time
a
and
certain
equally
amount of
want to
money
use
get
your
legal
own time.
representation for this. Why should you be getting
But
legal
only have
representation to pay
half
for
an
you
hour
to fill
job
out an
for her
application for money
because
to
she
get
had,
out of it? It's a very
you know, some of them are so
overwhelming
lazy.
process for anybody who's aging, let alone younger people.
Something
And
they
yes,
can
there's
do
all
for
this
themselves.
exclusion, all this fine print, and I think possibly I
They
can't
won't
speak for
in order
people,
to
but,
decide
you
their
know,
own.
a lot of people throw the towel in with that stuff.
She will
And
want
also
you
it's
to do
triggering.
it.
It's
Every
triggering
time you
for
come, they
people
want you
to
to hoover
remember
her.
where they've been and where they've
Do
come
some
from. So it
hoovering
isn't
for
an
her.
easy process at all. But this is
Why not?
typical
There will be
of
nothing in the
state.
carpet, but she wants you to hoover it.
But
Make
Alison
tea for
O'Reilly
her.
there, reporter with the Irish
All the
Examiner,
teacup
and that
she
test case
used.
that's underway in
All the
Dundalk
plates
on
she
the
used in
21st of
eating.
July, and Alison was also
She
telling me
will
earlier
put
on that
everything in the bowl in the
relation
sink.
to the Tune Baby scandal
Waiting for
that's
you when you
underway
come, you
next
wash it.
month.
That's all.
going to be a big news story.
I just say.
Thanks to Alison O'Reilly, who, as I say,
kind of
is from
laziness?
Drogheda and the reporter at the Irish Examiner.
That's
Coming
what I
up,
call
I'll be
that.
talking to Seamus McDonough from Kells. He's organising a festival in Dublin this weekend.
Oh,
The
I call
Palestinians
that
think that they've been
laziness.
hoping to attend the
So
festival.
stay here
has
until
been
10
denied
o'clock.
travel
I will
from
go
Israel.
inside.
Email us now.
The agenda
One
at
job,
LMFM
10 o'clock to
Hawaii.
10.
Love at first sight is something we see
30
every day
minutes.
at Curry's. From a new fridge that fits your family's
Not to
needs
stay in her
to a
house.
bigger washing machine that gets more done.
Do all these
Once
other
you see
things.
it, you'll wonder
Wash
how
the
you ever
dishes.
lived without it. With a huge
If I have
range of
carpet, I'll
latest
make a cup
specs
of
on
tea for
home
her, that's all.
appliances, TVs, laptops, phones and more. And with amazing offers in store and at currys.ie,
Even
you
if
know
she's
it's meant to be.
having a cup of tea.
Curry's, for the tech you
In
love.
order to utilize your time, she will want you to do another cup of tea.
Summer is here and so is the hottest sale of the year at Easy Living Furniture. Absolutely everything reduced across sofa, dining, bedroom, mattress and accessories. The spectacular summer sale is now on at Easy Living Furniture, Ashford Retail Park, Ashford.
treatment without delay is what matters. Our emergency department at Mater Private Dublin is now open 7 days a week, including bank holidays, from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Quickly access expert medical care from our consultant-led team. Over 16s only, no appointment necessary. Mater Private Network, delivering excellence with simplicity.
How's it going? You gas boiler? Ford Gosh Energy local heroes never have to make epic journeys to get to you because they're local. And if you order a gas boiler installation right now, we'll give you €250 off your new boiler. So book yours today on localheroes.ie. T's and C's apply.
Join LMFM broadcasting live this Saturday afternoon from the brand new Gold forecourt and service station in Dunshaughlin. Come along and sample the delicious range of food available at their deli counter. Try out the Gold coffee range, including lattes, iced coffees, and mochas. Or treat yourself to the Go Divine selection of ice creams, sundaes, and milkshakes. And to mark the occasion, all proceeds from car washes on the day will be donated to Drumree Camogie Club. We'll be broadcasting live from 12:30 p.m. right through until 2:45, and we'll have lots of prizes to be won, including 3 €100 home heating oil vouchers. So come along and don't miss out on the food and the chance to win with LMFM live from the brand new Gold forecourt in Dunshaughlin this Saturday from 12:30 p.m.
Text or WhatsApp the agenda now.
086 1800 658.
As regards absenteeism from school, which we discussed earlier on with Minister Helen McEntee, Sharon was in touch. Sharon doesn't be her second name, but Sharon says that some parents take their children out of school. Basically, I think what she means is they take their children out of school in April and May because holidays are a little bit cheaper than going on holidays in July or August. And she makes the point that holiday companies are increasing their prices and putting serious pressure on parents. Interesting point there. Thank you very much indeed, Sharon. Now, Kells man Seamus McDonagh has expressed his dismay at the intervention of the Israeli authorities to disrupt the travel of a keynote speaker at the annual Robert Tressel Festival in Dublin this weekend. Seamus was the inspiration for establishing the festival back in 2023, which aims to bring together progressive Irish and international political figures to discuss pressing economic and social challenges. Speakers at this year's festival include US Democratic Senator Bernie Sanders, a former US presidential candidate, and a man called Omar Barghouti, a leading human rights defender and leader of the peaceful global boycott, divestment and sanctions movement. However, the Israeli government has forced a travel ban on Barghouti, who is a permanent resident of Israel and a recipient of the Gandhi Peace Award. Seamus McDonagh joins me on the line right now. So, you've invited this man Omar Barghouti to Dublin, Seamus, and the Israeli government have said, he ain't travelling. Do we know why?
Well, too, because obviously the Israeli government has put a travel ban on him. Like he's living in the Netherlands at the moment in time. He can't go back to Israel or he'd be arrested and that. So, like, they put a travel ban on him because they don't want the alternative point of view out there. They just want to control the narrative all the time on radio and on media here. It would have been an excellent debate this weekend with Barghouti there, and also like Bernie Sanders, Senator Bernie Sanders. It would have been an excellent weekend, and it saddens us deeply that he cannot travel here. But we want the Irish government to put pressure on to say, allow the man to come here, allow him to express his point of view. He is a Palestinian citizen, a supporter of the Palestinian people, and we all continue to support. This week we're expecting by the weekend up to 14,000 babies to die of starvation in Palestine at this moment of time. And this is a very important issue. It's an emergency at this moment of time, and everybody will get behind and support the Palestinian people.
So you're effectively saying that the Israeli government have fears that if Omar Barghouti comes to Dublin, he'll basically be critical of Israel. This might get international publicity, and that's effectively the very thing that Israel doesn't want. Is that the case?
That's exactly the case. Like, Israeli apartheid state, like what they're doing the Palestinians and the genocide that's happening in Gaza at the moment in time is unbelievable. Like, and people have to listen and they have to hear the alternative, and they have to hear from people on the ground and people that have knowledge of what's happening in Gaza.
So this is a form basically of censorship being applied by the Israeli government, and it's, I suppose they're effectively giving the two fingers to the Robert Trestle Festival in Dublin.
Well, they're certainly giving the two fingers to the Robert Trestle, but it's more important than just the Robert Trestle Festival. They're giving the two fingers to Ireland. They're saying, like, we're not allowing you to hear the alternative point of view on Gaza and that. And that's what they're saying to us. And we have to, like, stick together. We have to say, we have to demand that these people be allowed to travel to this country to give, so as we can have a proper debate on what is happening in Gaza at the moment in time.
Now you've got Bernie Sanders appearing at your festival at the weekend. I presume whatever he says is likely to be newsworthy, yes?
Yes, like
Okay.
he will be in all the media, very interested. The night tickets are sold out. The tickets available for the daytime social debates, trade union debates, and political debates and that. So Barry Yetton giving his point of view, and Michael D. Higgins is coming together.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye. See you on my next video. I love you all. Thank
So
you.
it's a very, very interesting festival this year. It's been very successful the 3 years that we started. I